Hey, this is Mr. Beckstrom, and welcome to the fall of 2020. This is going to be a short welcome video, just getting you acquainted to our Moodle system and show you what you need to know in order to get started and to be successful in the class. So let's kind of start off with the first page here. This is course announcements, syllabus, and enrollment verification. This is the page that you should get into when you first enter your course in Moodle. So it should have your course on the top here. The first tab is announcements. This will be my main form of communication with you. So I'll send reminders through announcements. I'll send any important information, such as tutoring information and other things that I want you all to know about. And if you go down here, step one, says the instructor's course syllabus. So when you click on this right here, it's going to bring up the digital version of the course syllabus. So I want you to take a look at this. Some important information on here, and I'm not going to read through the entire syllabus, but I do want you to make sure that you're familiar with it. So it's going to have contact information. It's going to have the requirements for the course, including the kind of calculator that you're going to need. It's going to have the objectives for the course. It's going to have the course schedule, the attendance policy, the grading policy, how the grades are, how they are come up with or calculated. It's going to have the online requirements, since this is an online class. It's going to have the virtual class times each week. So make sure you take a look through this and let me know if you have any questions. So going back to our main page here. Once you get through with this, you're going to want to, as soon as you can, go ahead and complete the enrollment key quiz. It's a very easy, quick quiz, getting you familiar with Moodle and some of the other parts of the course. So go ahead and complete that as soon as you can, and that'll open up the other tabs here in Moodle for you. So once you get through with that, make sure you go to the next Moodle page, and yours is going to look a little bit different than mine depending on what exact class you have and what's in here, but just make sure you go through the introduction to Moodle, the college resources, the objectives, the resources, the facilitated interactions. For example, the student coffee house is where you can go in and talk with other students about school, about other things. I'll rarely go in there unless somebody asks me to answer a question or something like that. So this is mainly utilized by the students. This is generally what's in this tab here. Once you kind of get through with this part, then you can go to the next tab, which is the course information. This is M1. So this is going to go through kind of an introduction on how this course is set up, including the objectives. And then once again, it's also going to have some resources here, so go ahead and read down that. And then there's going to be a checklist. So I want you to go through. This is a hard copy of the syllabus. If you've already read it before, just click on it. Make sure that you've checked it off. So you check it off to the right here when you've looked at it. I have PowerPoint presentations and YouTube presentations for all the sections that we're going to be covering. I don't expect you to look at them all right now, but I just want you to be able to open this file up to see where they are. So later in the semester, when you need some extra help, or you want to go over those videos or PowerPoints, you know where they are. The course due dates, this is when all the assignments are due. So you can open that up. Google Sheets calendar, this is going to be really important. So if you click on here, this is a calendar of when all these sections open. In red is when all the sections are due. In gold here is all our virtual classes. In blue is all of our tests and the final exam. Purple is all of the holidays. The green is when the sections open there. So this is really good for you to not only kind of look at this at least 2 or 3 times a week, But if you can go ahead and take this link here and save it either on your phone or your computer or both, that way you can kind of check it often, because if there's any changes, for example, if we were to have any snow days or anything like that and we had to push out any dates, if I make the changes on here, it will also make the changes automatically in real time. So you don't have to manually change anything on your end. All right, going back to Moodle. We're going to be using MyMathLab for this class. So I have some instructions for registering and using MyMathLab. So this is a video. It's a really short, like 4-minute video, which shows you how to do it. Pretty much all you're going to do is go to the MyLab and Mastering Tools link here, right below that. Click on MyLab and Mastering Course Home and follow the instructions to sign up for the class through MyMathLab. MyMathLab is where you're going to be doing almost all of the work for this class. All the homework, any quizzes, and tests will be done through there. So make sure that you register through Moodle. After you register through Moodle, then you'll be able to go directly to the MyMathLab website, and that's www.mymathlab.com. I'll have the MyMathLab link here. And some of this other stuff will be open, some of it won't, but just make sure you go down. Anything that I have opened, you'll need to know. And then once you've gone through all of this, checked off all the boxes, and you're good with all the procedures and the policy for this semester, then you can go ahead and once chapter 1 is open, you'll be able to open this first tab here. It'll let you know what's expected with that chapter. You should just follow this. You'll know which sections to read. You'll know which videos to watch. You'll know which PowerPoints to check out. And then it'll also let you know when the test is and all that good information. And then the Chapter 2 tab will not open until it's we're finished with Chapter 1 and completed that test and everything. All right, so if you have any questions, feel free. The best way to contact me is through email at beckstromz@vgcc.edu. You can find that on the syllabus as well. I hope we have a great semester, and look forward to seeing you at the virtual class. If you need to know when the virtual class is, that is on the syllabus. Let me go ahead and go there real quick just to show you that before I go here. So if you go to the syllabus and you go down to the schedule, it'll tell you at the top of the tentative course schedule when the session is. So for example, this class, which may not be yours, is Mondays from 8 to 8:50. And in order to access it, I'll send you a reminder email that has a link in it. Or you can go to the course information page here, and you'll see a link for the virtual class for a big blue button. It'll say virtual class, and it'll have the date on it. All right. Well, thank you, and look forward to a great semester.